There is a character in the Wabanaki mythology called Kiwak, the cannibal giant. He is a cannibalistic spirit that feeds on greed, excess, and unchecked consumption. Kiwak resides deep in the forest, insulated from the disturbances of the outer world. He remains there, peacefully asleep, until the cries of the Earth Mother awaken him. Kiwak has only one task: to protect the Earth Mother from being destroyed by mankind. Once he is awakened, he infects mankind with a spiritual sickness, an illness that affects the mind and leads to a suicidal path of endless consumption. The Earth Mother calls to Kiwak when the people of the earth begin consuming faster than she can produce, and when she is being damaged faster than she can heal. Kiwak lulls humanity into a trance-like dance of mindless consumption. Then he quickens the pace until our dance becomes frenzied, eventually dancing us to our destruction. He does this so that the Earth Mother can heal and renew herself. Our elders tell us that Kiwak is awake and humanity is infected by his disease. If left unchecked, this illness will destroy all human life. There is only one way for us to stop this dance with Kiwak and to put him back to sleep. And that is for us to wake up. Words by Sherry Mitchell, Wena Hamu Kwaset, She Who Brings the Light. As we move through these challenging times, we can draw strength from knowing that we are tied to the entire lineage of life. We are loved and supported by generations of ancestors who carried these messages forward to guide us during these times. Their sacred instructions have left us with a map that can lead us back to the humanity and sacred connections that we have lost along the way. Our responsibility during this time is to seek that path and reconnect with the heart-based wisdom that binds us to one another and the rest of creation, all the way back to the beginning of time. If we honor the gift that has been left for us, we will preserve our path forward and heal the wounds of our collective past. Our legends tell us that this is not the first time that we have been in this situation. According to those stories, we have been here 4 times before. 4 times we have come to this place, and 4 times we have failed to follow the message that was given. As a result, many were required to exit the planet, and others were driven under the ground. Then we were brought back time and time again to try to correct the errors of our wayward path. Now we have been given another opportunity to correct our course. If we are successful, the prophecies tell us that we will enter into the 5th world, which will lead us back towards peace and harmony with all life. In that fifth world, we will light the eighth fire of unity and work together to heal our wounded hearts and minds. The decisions that we make today will determine whether we reach the fifth world intact, or if we'll have to repeat the cycle once again. As we walk this path, we must take care to place our feet carefully, ensuring that the steps we choose are aligned with life. And at all times, we must remember that we are the dream of the ancestors come to life, the living expression of their seventh generation. We are not placeholders in time, but guardians of the future. As such, we have the responsibility for dreaming the next 7 generations into being. This dreaming is the work of our lives. It is what we were born to do. In order to complete this task, we must join our hearts and minds in a unified prayer. Then we must breathe life into a collective vision of peace, harmony, and balance, breathing into our hopes and dreams until that vision begins to take form and our future generations are able to walk into it as flesh and blood. The following crazy horse prophecy was delivered in 1877, which is roughly 7 generations ago. This prophecy was delivered during a pipe ceremony with Sitting Bull, not far from where the water protectors made their stand at Standing Rock. These are Crazy Horse's words. Upon suffering beyond suffering, the Red Nation shall rise again, and it shall be a blessing for a sick world, a world filled with broken promises, selfishness, and separations, a world longing for light again. I see a time of 7 generations when all the colors of mankind will gather under the sacred tree of life, and the whole earth will become one circle again. In that day, there will be those among the Lakota who will carry knowledge and understanding of unity among all living things, and the young white ones will come to those of my people and ask for this wisdom. I salute the light within your eyes, where the whole universe dwells. For when you are at that center within you, and I am at that place within me, we shall be as one.